Hey everyone, my name is Victor. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new to my channel, I post videos on how to create real income streams and show you how I built my six-figure agency from the ground up. Now, if you do get value from this, or you just want to support another entrepreneur, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe and tap that notification bell. So in today's video, I'm going to show you all how to create a passive income stream from the comfort of your home with zero experience needed. You'll be purchasing pre-made Instagram posts for a few dollars and reselling them for hundreds of dollars on a monthly retainer at a premium. It may be hard to believe, but capturing a client to take on their social media platform is not a difficult task, and there is a lot of money in doing so. Now, in excruciating detail, I'll help you gain the knowledge to be able to do this on your own and make an income shortly after. Now, I ask all of you tuning into this, watch every second of this video. If you do, you will learn how to make money on autopilot, exactly how to earn $1,000 to $3,000 a month, and lastly, how to make sure you have a consistent income coming in, especially during quarantine. In a few minutes, I'm going to show you how to rake in a massive income stream just by following the steps in this video. And yes, this is 100% legal, and you can start today. Just think about the new lifestyle you will have. Sitting at home making money on the internet. You'll have total freedom to go and do whatever you want. All this and more is starting right now, so let's go ahead and begin. Okay, so let's start with the basics. You're going to need Photoshop downloaded to edit the templates that we'll be purchasing. So if you do not own Photoshop, I will show you how and where to best get it. So obviously there's a route to pirate it illegally. I don't promote it. You can do whatever way you want. Another reason I don't promote it is because it often does crash and have long-term issues. Whereas if you could just get it straight from Adobe, you won't have any of the issues. So I'll leave the link below to get to this screen. But as you can see here, Adobe actually offers monthly subscriptions for all their services. I'm on the service that has all of them, but for the purpose of this video, you can just get the photography bundle, which is $9.99 per month, which is really, really low. So pretty much just click buy now, set up a subscription with them, and then you'll be on your way. Okay, now that we're done, I'm going to be showing you a few websites where you can actually purchase all these templates. So you can visit any of these websites to browse and purchase packages and bundles full of high-tier professional templates that are super simple to edit. So I'll kind of show you them. I'll leave them in the description for you to go through, but these are some of the websites that you can find tons and tons of templates. As you can see, there's really, really high quality ones. I'm going to dig into this one here. So this is for restaurants, and this is story templates. So as you can see, I don't know if anybody really is capable of doing this at a beginner level. So being able to just purchase these and make them, just plug and play, it's a game changer. Moving forward, the next website is called the Hungry JPEG. Again, same idea, just search up Instagram or social media, you'll find tons of different templates, and it's super, super easy to navigate. So an example of bang for your buck is something like this, and there are plenty of other great deals just like this one, but as you can tell, you can get 2,100 plus templates for $35. So this is really, it's an exceptional deal, and there's tons more like this. You might want to look around and find other ones that are more generic, but there really are just a ton of selections for you to look through and choose, all tailored to any niche that you need. So here's a great place to start building your directory of templates, start getting used to the idea of it, and then posting it on your portfolio. Okay, now once you built your database of templates, I'll show you how easy it is to customize them. So open up Photoshop, pop in a template that you purchased, and I'm going to show you how to customize it. So this template I have here is for the real estate industry. This is a really good niche to get into. There are tons of real estate agents and brokers and anything related to real estate where people are trying to promote themselves and their brand. And a lot of these real estate agents have a hard time because they're not very graphically inclined. So this is kind of where you come in and show them how it's done. Let's get a background image in here so we can make this look a little bit better. So find an image, drag and drop it. As you can see, we want to scale it to fit. And now obviously this is laying on top of everything. So on the right hand panel here where the layers are, you're going to drag it all the way back here. Conveniently, it says replace your image. So you just want to put it right here on top of this one, delete the previous one, and now this is laying in the right spot. So now we have a beautiful tower in the back. We want to change the logo for that client. So get rid of this logo. And now plug in the logo for your client. Obviously, as you can see, this is coming together a lot. You can then go ahead and try and change the colors for all the panels here. If you care to change the colors, you can just click here, go to the paint bucket tool, say we want to make this blue instead. Make sure you have this layer selected, shape 3. If you want to double check it, just hide it or unhide it to make sure this is the one. Click over it, rasterize the shape, and boom, you've changed your color. You can do the same thing with the color beneath it. Maybe we'll make it a little darker. Click on our paint tool, rasterize it, and boom, super simple. The next step obviously is to change the text. Super simple as well. There's nothing really to it. Just click on the text tool and you can customize the text. As you can see here, it doesn't seem like we have the font called Poppins. So it's going to ask us if we want to substitute it. So we can click OK. Now, as you can see here, it's changing it to MyWord Pro. I'm going to check now and see if I have Poppins. So I'm lucky enough and I do. Now what's going to happen if you don't have Poppins is you're going to want to download it. So I'll show you right now how to do that. So keeping in mind that the font was called Poppins, you're just going to want to insert the name and then free after it. Now we can click on the first link. So here we go, we found Poppins. You're just going to click download. So now that you have this, you're going to want to search control panel. Once you're here, you're going to want to go appearance and then fonts. Now that we have the fonts folder open, you're just going to select all of these minus this text license and then drag them all into the fonts folder. As you can see, I already have them, so I'm not going to do it, but this is the simple way to do it. Okay, so I've shown you how to insert your image, how to change the text, how to insert your logo, how to change the colors. That's honestly pretty much the extent that you'll need to know to make a beautiful professional template every single time. So once you're finished, you're just going to go to the top and click File, Save As. And now here, you're just going to save it to your desktop. Call it Real Estate Post 1. You're always going to want to save a Photoshop file so you can come back and change it if you ever need. Now you have a Photoshop file, you're going to want to go again, Save As. And you can either save it as a JPEG or a PNG. I found that PNG often just keeps it as the highest quality as possible. So definitely try and keep it as PNG as often as possible. Alright, now this is a very simple example of how you can begin building professional posts for your clients. There are a lot more that look even better, also some that may require a little bit more work, but nothing you won't be able to do in days time just messing around with the software itself. The next step to this is the caption. You can't just have a killer post without having a great captivating read to follow up. So for this, you can look at other businesses and how they write their captions to be inspired, or you can always hire a cheap content writer to cover that for you. Alright guys, now it's time to build your portfolio. So now just because we have the resources to make some amazing content for your new clients, it doesn't mean that they know who you are because your work is not available for them to see. So let's change that. We need to create a mock portfolio for you to showcase all your talents and your potential creations so that these clients know what to expect. Okay, so now there's sites like the Portfolio or creating a Wix website that are both great ways to get started. Once you're here, you can just click join, create an account. Every single time you create a new post, just upload it accordingly, and then you'll have a link that you can share with all your prospects. Next, we have Wix. This is a website builder where you can just create a quick website and then post all your creations to it so that again, you can send out your link and showcase your work to your prospects. Okay, so the next question is, how do we display our work if we don't have any previous clients? Well, unlike what other gurus suggest, which is to use their work and claim it as yours, we're going to actually create some real content and put it out there. So what I would do when I wanted to get out some new content and pique people's interest to scout my page would be to take random logos off Google along with a fake company name and use them as a filler for all my templates. So I'll show you what that means now. But basically this will give your new customer an idea of what your work would look like and then envision what they can expect from you. So here, as you can see, I just typed in company logo. You're going to see tons of different mock logos and you're going to want to find one that looks actually real. Something like Floop here or Dust Bunny. Once you have their logos, then just make posts accordingly with that kind of match their the theme of the company. With that, then you can create these filler posts, which will really make your portfolio come to life. So I'm going to give a quick pro tip here. So basically, you want to try and use templates that show versatility in your portfolio to really give yourself an advantage and pick up clients as soon as possible. So a great example would be fitness, real estate, retail, advertising, restaurant posts, etc. A jack of all trades always ends up with more work. And while we're at it, I'm going to give you another pro tip. So you want to post on your new business Instagram as much as possible. If you haven't already created one, make one and sweeten it up. Using your new templates and other posts for your own business to show that you're knowledgeable and fluent with Instagram. Eliminate all doubt before it's created and your closing rate will always increase. Now that we have a powerful portfolio, it's time to reach out and get some contracts. Do your due diligence and try and build a legitimate portfolio. Without a decent amount of pre-made posts, a relatively built social media, and the right mindset, you'll have a hard time landing clients for a good monthly retainer. But luckily for you, I'm going to be showing you how to do it all in detail, so don't stress. Again, remember to stick around to the end of this video. I'm going to show you how to do everything without any work on your end, so you don't want to miss it. Stick around to the end of the video. Alright, so the next step is to show you how to find, pitch, and close your next client. There's so many ways to scout for businesses who need social media assistance, but the best way is to cruise your social media platforms. For Instagram, I recommend searching local hashtags in your city and find businesses that are attempting to advertise and display their products or services. So perform an audit on their page and see if they could benefit from some professional content and captions. An account with low followers, low engagement, and lack of consistent posting could be a good candidate for your services. Really analyze and make sure that there would be a good company or business that would be willing to pay you for your services. Most times you can tell by the type of product or service they sell, but it never hurts to ask. All right, so now that we found some potential leads, what's next? Okay, so I'm not sure if you've ever received a DM with a long message saying they can grow your account thousands of followers and likes every month and manage your account. But more than often, the average person or business has or will receive one. So even though we're going to be doing something along the same lines, we're going to implement a strategy that's going to pique real interest. So here's a fact. If a random account messages you asking if you would pay them for a service and you don't know them, chances are they're going to decline your message. So the key is to build a rapport with your potential client and build as much trust as possible. So it's borderline rude and unprofessional to blatantly ask a random business to help grow them when you don't even know them or have any sort of introductions made. So now let's make some magic happen. You want to shoot your new lead a follow, comment and engage with some of their more recent photos, and then maybe in the comments you can kind of include that you're operating in the same city as them if you are, because this is usually going to help your chances of building trust. So another thing I like to do is turn on post notification settings on that account so that whenever they make a new post, I'm first to know and I can go right ahead and engage with them. Doing this is a simple hack to eliminate the doubt when you start pitching your services to them. So after a short while and a little bit of social interaction, we can start a conversation with our new acquaintance. Again, I don't like to jump into the spammy business message, but rather reach out, show some love and support them. Essentially a kind message to show that you care about what they do and that you'd love to see more. So continue to follow and support them because in the meantime, we're cooking up some ammo for our next attempt on reaching out. So now that we've been studying this business and know what kind of content they're putting out, let's create some of our own content as if they've already said yes and we're on their payroll. So take your templates or find some new ones that will be appropriate for their niche and begin creating some professional posts. Maybe even create some captions to go along with it. This is going to really show them our capabilities and then we can work our way to phase 2. All right, now it's time for phase 2. We're going to teach you guys how to utilize the law of reciprocity. So the law of reciprocity says that in many social situations, you pay back what you've received from others. In other words, if John does you a favor, you're most likely to repay him back. Our new follow-up message will contain your newly created content, along with a message that states that you love what the company stands for and that you would love to work with a company that is specifically in their industry as you're trying to build your portfolio and would love to have them as a client. And basically see where that goes. So because you went out of your way to first build a relationship, continue to show prompt support every time they posted, and took time out of your busy day to create some professional content for them, you often leave them in a tough position. So now it's your job to sweet talk them into becoming a closed client. But don't be surprised when people are upset there's a price attached to the service. Now, as a beginner with no real experience, you should always take the job for free if possible. Any experience is good experience, so go out there and turn those fake logos into real ones. When I started, I would work out a deal to do the posts and captions for about a month for free, and if they were happy with my service, we could then talk about some sort of monetary exchange. So choose your clients as wisely as possible, but in reality, you can never really lose because, as I mentioned, you're gonna need all the experience in the world. So here's a sample follow-up message after building trust and having these posts created. I'll also leave this in the description for you guys. So you've either worked for free and are on your way to getting paid, or convince them right away to pay you. So what are the next steps? You're going to want to create an invoice, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that too. All right, so the website I use is invoicehome.com. Super simple. Once you're here, just sign up for an account. I'll just sign into mine. As you can see here are my previous invoices. If you want to create a new one, just click this new button. Here you can put your side of the information, your customer side of the information, the services and the price. You can even add a tax and some terms and conditions. Once you're done, it should look something a little like this. So here we have the invoice with my logo, the billing information, all of the services, and the price attached. You're just going to want to save this and send it to your client every single month. So I've tried my best to show you guys a powerful method that I've utilized for years with my agency. And this is something that I've shared with absolutely nobody until today. I do really hope that this video helped you and was able to add another income stream, or at least open your mind to the opportunity of making money online. And now, as promised, I'm going to show you the most powerful strategy to automate this entire process. So let's get into it. All right, guys, now that you made it to the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to automate the entire process so you can do as little work as possible, but capitalize on as much income. So in reality, once you've obtained your client, the only real objective is to deliver results. So whether you do it or somebody else, it doesn't really matter as long as it looks good and it's delivered professionally. So there are sites like Upwork and Fiverr where you can literally fulfill all your deliverables at a fraction of the cost. So in Upwork, you can search for graphic designers. And then once you're here, you can just search by filter. And here you can search by 1K plus earned, 90% and up, $10 and below. Now we can see all these graphic designers that are highly specialized in the field and charge a fraction of the price. So now the same concept can be applied to Fiverr. This is another website just like Upwork where you can find insanely cheap work and maintain a professional standard. So again, you can also search for graphic designer here. Once you do that, as you can see, there's so many people that are extremely cheap, and if you look through the portfolios, they have very, very high quality work. So all in all, there's a bit of a learning curve, but once you go in and just engage with everybody, you'll see that people are very friendly, very cooperative, and you can also work out a special price given you're going to provide a certain amount of work for them. Alright guys, and this concludes the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did watch to the end, you're an MVP and I appreciate you so much. If you did find value from this video, please drop a like down below. This way I know what I'm doing is working. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.